Time to talk Huskers here at the Voice of College Football. We would ask that if you enjoy the content, please hit the like button and, of course, subscribe. That way you know when we're going live if you hit that bell for the notifications. We got Zach Reeder on the line from Fifth Quarter College Football to talk up Nebraska. Hey, Zach, how's it going?
I'm doing good. How are you, Mark?
I'm good. Good. Hopefully 3-5's in the rearview mirror, and you look forward to 2021, trying to get back to postseason play for the first time in forever after 4 straight seasons. So let's start with the breaking news that involves Avante Dickerson, one of the top cornerbacks in the country. He was pretty much locked in on Minnesota, but on National Signing Day in December, he didn't sign, and his recruitment's been out there. Now he's decommitted from the Golden Gophers.
Yeah, I mean, like you mentioned, I think the big news was that he didn't sign in December. He had the opportunity to sign that letter of intent. He didn't, and that kind of waves that red flag to most college football fans that there's a possible decommitment coming, and maybe he's unsure of where he's going. He's committed to Minnesota for a while. He decides to decommit. I would assume that Nebraska and probably the likes of Oregon are at the top of the list as far as where he could be going next. Minnesota's still in the running as well, but a kid from Omaha definitely going to get a good shot if you're in Nebraska. I know his best friend, Kobe Brents, is a guy that's committed to Nebraska already. So you got to like where you're at if you're in Nebraska in this situation, a 4-star cornerback with as much talent as you're going to get in the country from a high school kid. And he's got an opportunity to be a Cornhusker soon. He said he's signing on signing day coming up here in about 2 weeks, so we'll see what happens.
There's the 10th or 11th rated cornerback in the country, according to 247 Sports. So obviously he can get the job done and is projected to be a top flight Power 5 type starter. And you say Nebraska, Minnesota, and Oregon, but of course Nebraska's home. So hopefully that means a whole lot to him.
Absolutely.
All right, Zach Reeder's on the line from Fifth Quarter College Football, breaking down the Huskers, a number of transfer portal comings and goings, but the two in particular coming toward Lincoln would be at running back and wide receivers. So break those down for us. And in regards to, of course, Wan'Dale Robinson gone, Dedrick Mills gone, how Marquis STEPP could certainly help, as well as an FCS wide receiver.
Yeah, I think it's huge. I mean, you mentioned Dedrick Mills and Wan'Dale Robinson. I mean, 2 electric guys who have been the stable of the Nebraska offense for the past 2 seasons. And both of them gone. You see Wan'Dale Robinson off to Kentucky. You've got Dedrick Mills off to the NFL. Wish them both the best. And when you look at it, you add 2 guys that kind of fill in their roles almost immediately. You get Marquis STEPP, 6 foot, 236-pound running back, very physical, extremely athletic and agile for his size at 236. You don't really see very many backs that are like that. But you go watch the tape at USC, his redshirt freshman year averaged 6.4 yards per carry at USC. So I think an uber talented back that can really fill that workhorse role that Nebraska needs right now, with the rest of the running backs kind of being unsure of where you're at as far as guys like Marvin Scott, Ronald Tompkins, Ramir Johnson. You're really not sure what you got there, but now you just add a transfer in who can immediately step in and be that workhorse that Mills was when he was healthy. And then you look at Samori Toure, FCS Montana receiver, extremely talented again. He was getting NFL looks at Montana. I believe that he is an NFL receiver in the future. And we'll just see how it translates to Nebraska, with the lack of passing attack we've seen over the past 2 seasons. But I think, he's a guy 6'3", extremely good route runner, something that Nebraska needs right now. They need that route running true receiver in order to help out Adrian and maybe give him, a few easier looks. You see it in the NFL and you see it in college, what a good receiver can do for a quarterback that's kind of struggling. So, I think Toure is a big add. Especially filling in the Wan'Dale Robinson role. I mean, he won't be in the exact same role as Wan'Dale Robinson, which Nebraska's hoping guys like Alante Brown and Xavier Betts can fill in. But this is a true number 1. Nebraska actually has an opportunity to have an NFL prospect at receiver and use that talent.
So some changes at the skill positions, although, as you mentioned, Betts and Brown, we've seen flashes from them. Nebraska fans obviously want to see Omar Manning and see what he can do in 21. Hopefully he'll be on the field, and two nice gets from USC and Montana on the offensive side. On the defensive side, Nebraska 2020 and the improvement made, especially against rush, should only continue in 21 based on the personnel coming back.
Yeah, I mean, you look, Nebraska's a top 50 defense last year. Much improved. You know, we're used to looking at Nebraska. We were like, hey, they can score. They really can't hang defensively, though. But you saw kind of it flip a little bit last year, and the defense really step up, top 50. Now we're turning 9, arguably 10 starters on that defense. You get guys like JoJo Doman back. You get guys like Cam Taylor-Britt. He decides to stay and not go to the NFL. You got both safeties in Deontay Williams and Markel Dismuke back. You add guys like Will Honus, Ben Stilley, and then you have the normal returners, and you only lose a couple of guys. So I think this defense has an opportunity to step up and be a top 25 defense come 2021. And I think it's going to give Nebraska, you know, a real chance. They got a difficult schedule. You got Oklahoma and Ohio State on the same schedule. So you're going to need all the help you can get. And I think defensively, at least if you can have yourself a top 30 defense, you're going to give yourself a chance in every game, at least while the offense, you know, gets it going. Because right now we just haven't seen it from the offense, and maybe it takes them a few games in 2021 and they get it going. But you got to like what you got from the defense. And I think JoJo Doman, Cam Taylor-Britt, and Will Honus, I think those are the 3 biggest ones. You've got your guys. Doman rotates so much. He reminds me of a guy, you know, like a Tyrann Mathieu. He plays slot corner, he plays linebacker, and he can jump back there, and he can just straight up blitz the quarterback. And it's, you know, it's a rare breed in today's football. And when you have a guy like that, to get him back with that leadership, you know, I think it's a testament to the culture that Frost is building at Nebraska. While the record hasn't showed, he's building a culture where he gets all those defensive guys back who didn't have to come back. They all could have went to the NFL or at least tried, but they all come back for another year. And whether that's to get more tape for the NFL or it's to build something at Nebraska, you got to like what Eric Shenander, and he's back-to-back years now, he's improved that defense greatly, and he's got a chance to, you know, have a really special defense come 2021.
We talk college football here every day, so we would ask that you lock it in. If you love the game that we love, smash the like button, hit the bell for the notifications once you have subscribed. That way you know when we're going live. Also, check out Zach Reeder's work over on Fifth Quarter College Football. Zach, appreciate you stopping by for some Nebraska coverage. And once we get past National Signing Day and look forward to spring, I hope to have you back.
Absolutely. Have a good one, Mark.